This message will be for my Leos out there. Thank you guys for being patient with me. This is actually the second time I've done your message. The first day I made it to Cancer, stopped at Cancer. It was like I couldn't even move forward. Like I was at a roadblock and had to go right back to Aries. I had to just listen to the energy. Then yesterday I did a video for you guys on Valentine's Day, but early in the morning I had to go help my mom. If you guys know, I mean, a little short background. I'm adopted, and my parents adopted me when they were much older. So my parents now are at the age where most parents wouldn't need this type of help, but my parents do need help. And my mom is a caregiver for my grandmother. So, I mean, there's certain things that she can't do when she is incapacitated. So I have to help my grandmother and my mom. So we had to go to a doctor's appointment, which we had to take a drive, and she needed me with her and to help with my grandmother also. Just basically, long story short, the entire day yesterday, it was not bad. It wasn't a bad day. It was just, oh my God, talk about setback after setback after setback. And not necessarily setback though, guys. That's a really negative way to look at it. It was my pleasure to take care of the people that I love. Not only that, just with even my kids. Like I had so many responsibilities and things that came first, and YouTube, unfortunately, YouTube came last. And no matter how hard I was like, okay, I'm gonna sit down and do that. And I did a whole video for you guys, but the energy was just not good. It was not good. I wasn't able to do any more, although that was the plan. I was completely prepared for it and ready, and the energy was great for me, but everything else came up. So I was like, well, I just take that as a sign. It's just not meant to be today. I'm gonna have to pick up tomorrow where I left off. So that's where we're at. Sometimes things happen where, you know, they don't go as planned. You have a certain idea in place, you have certain wants and needs for yourself, but things happen. And for the love of those that you care about, for just your responsibilities, you put yourself last. You guys could be going through this. Somebody is. If it's not you, it could be reversed again, but somebody could definitely be experiencing lately where it's like, oh my God, I no sooner get a good momentum, I no sooner am like feeling like I got some things going for me, I've got some things working out, and then, you know, and like, it's almost like the idea of, I don't mind my responsibilities, I don't mind my duty, I don't mind how I'm even being treated, like I don't mind, you know, but at the same time, like you guys have a life too is what I want to say. Okay, that's just what I want to say. You guys have a life, and sometimes it's like, well, like what if you weren't here? Like what if you weren't here to help with these things? I mean, you are, but what if you weren't? I don't know. I just get the idea that like it's time for you, okay? And it's okay. I don't know. There may come a point in time in the near future when you're gonna have to tell somebody close to you or near people, anybody, a relationship, a partner, like, you know, I need some much needed time alone, or I need some much needed time to focus on my life. I need some much needed time or I need something, because I have a certain direction in which I'm going, and I feel like maybe you're just getting started at something or just starting over. Like, this is something big for your life. It's major, okay? And it's just like too many people pulling at your energy, you know? A relationship pulling at your energy for some. Not everybody. Some people are single here. Family, children, which of course, like I said, these are things you are willing to give your everything to because you love them. But at the same time, it's like, well, how am I going to support these people that I love if I can't put my all into work, you know? Or if I can't, I don't know. This is what I'm getting, guys. If this doesn't resonate with you, my love, this is somebody on the outside of you going through this where it's like they have a lot of responsibility. They're almost overwhelmed. Somebody here is overwhelmed. They're not letting it get to them yet, but it's almost like it's not even just all the demand of everybody needing things and the position of just having to take that on, but like emotionally too. I don't know. Like, I hate to say it like this, but are some people as loyal to you as you're as loyal to them, or as loyal to committing. It's like you've committed full force to something or things, you know, but you're the one that has to put your all into it, and everybody else can just kind of do what, you know, whatever. I don't know. My nose keeps itching, so that's confirmation. Like, let's take a deep breath together. That's an awful deep breath. Usually you're supposed to breathe from the stomach and pull it up. Here's my thing. I think there's actually something really beautiful coming for you guys. Whoever's taking on the energy and taking on the majority of the work and taking on the majority of responsibility, and everything that they're seeking and wanting and focusing on and striving for in life gets pushed back, that individual, something major is coming for you. Okay? Because you have been helpful, because you have been still taking care of all of your relationships with people, even if it's not romantic, the relationships with your family, with your children, like everything, as much as you possibly can. But then it's like, at the end of the day, what happens to the relationship with yourself? What is it that Leo wants, you know? And it's like, well, I know what I want, but I can't have it right now. I have to put it to the side. And it's like, okay, well, why doesn't everybody else have to put it to the side, you know? This is definitely not going to be everybody's story, but somebody needed to hear this message. That's why I probably stopped after Cancer and could not move forward. And then look at all the roadblocks. I had every intention. I literally sat down and did your video. And I was like, I don't like the vibe. Now, I will talk about, we'll do a section here. We're at 4 minutes. I'll end the rest of this video talking about like a love portion. But just know, if you're going through that, I don't know, I just feel like it's not really kind of fair. At the end of the day, like, you know, there's something happening to you that's not fair, and it ain't fair. Okay, I mean, you can be like calm about it all day, but like at the end of the day, it's like not really fair. Okay, some way you're being treated is not fair. Vice versa, someone on the outside of you, the way that they're being treated is not fair. But someone who's done it anyway, despite the fact that something isn't really equal, it's not really fair, there's not an equal energy exchange, equal effort, equal work put in, it's going to be worth it here in the near future. Like, someone's going to get blessed for doing this. Now, the love portion here, I want to say what I picked up yesterday in a message was actually a lot. I picked up on, let's talk about relationships real quick. We'll go over the timer a bit. If any of you are in a relationship, masculine or feminine, and if this isn't you, it could be somebody on the outside of you. Somebody is in a relationship with someone and they're like, I don't know if you want to say in between, but in between mentally, as far as, do I just stay with who I'm with and kind of make it work? You know, do I focus more on my career and just enjoy being single for a while and, you know, stay single? Or do I return to my ex? I got a huge vibe yesterday that somebody would love to return to an ex of theirs from their past. If not an ex, somebody that they have known in the past. It's like, if I thought this person would have anything to do with me again or would take me back, I would try again. I would even cut off everybody. I'm hearing every bitch. I would cut off everyone. I would cut off the current person I'm with. Now, if somebody isn't in a relationship here, it could be that they just ended it with someone, or somebody could have just ended it with someone and it's like on again, off again, like we're still talking to each other. We still text each other. We still sleep together. We still, you know what I mean? But we're just seeing where it goes. We're not as like hot and heavy. But somebody, if that's the case, somebody could have made themselves more available like that in case they have another option or another second chance with their ex. See what I'm saying? That's what I got in the yesterday's message. But it just, the energy was just dragging. Oh my God. It was like not energy that I like, but what am I going to do about it, you know? I definitely got a major vibe that somebody wants their ex back and that they would let them know in a heartbeat. You do know that if you told me that we could do this, if you told me that there was even a shot in hell, a shot in the dark, that we could work something out, or that I could even see you again, even just to see you again, I would leave who I'm with. But then it's like, well, why does it have to take that for you to leave who you're with? Clearly that means you're not in love with who you're with. You know what I'm saying? Like, why don't you just go ahead and leave who you're with, stop sleeping with them, and focus on you? You know, that's the vibe I got. Especially if the other person is single. So if you're single here, it's like probably an ex of yours or somebody you messed with in the past. They're in a relationship, or they still kind of messing with somebody that they just recently ended it with. But you definitely have a person who is like, they try to convince themselves that they're happy where they're at. They try to not think about you. They've tried. I'm hearing tried past tense. But it's gotten to the point where they do nothing but think about you. And every single day, they check your social media every single day. I've been seeing this a lot. It's been coming up a lot. People's exes and people they've talked to and messed with and crossed paths with before, checking up on their social media. It's big right now. Seeing what they're doing, you know. A lot of people second guessing relationships and just wondering, like, is this the person I want to move forward with for the rest of my life? You know, like, I don't know. Do I just want to be single? Do I? You know, kind of a crossroad type energy. So, well, I thought that I would, it's 7. I just saw 7 seconds on the clock. So angel number 7. I thought I would go way over the timer, but we got what we needed, guys. I can't believe we got what we needed in that time frame. And I didn't feel rushed either. I felt very clear about it. It just feels like there needs to be some sort of, let me give an example. You guys ever had, just throughout the day, your hands get dirty? I mean, touching everything. It doesn't have to be they get oil and anything major on them, like food. It's just, you've touched stuff throughout the day, and you just feel like you need to wash your hands. You know what I mean? Do you ever feel like that? Like, I just need to wash my fucking hands. I feel disgusting. I just need to take a shower. And that's the vibe here. The energy I get in this is like somebody needs to cleanse their life. They need to cleanse their friend group. They need to cleanse their love life. They need to cleanse their body, salt bath, you know. And I'm not saying you have to have all these things and buy all these things and sage, you know. If you want to do that, that's fine. But you don't have to have all that. Some people can't afford any of that. So it doesn't matter, right? But does somebody need to speak, it's like speaking something over themselves, like claiming their power back, taking their power back, putting themselves first, truly first. Because they just give to everyone else and they're always being selfless, and it's like, okay, well, at some point, what about my life? You know, what about what I want? I don't know, but somebody here is in need of a nice cleanse of their life, of their relationships, maybe taking a break from sex, taking a break from drinking, taking a break from smoking, a break from a partner, family, you know. And it's okay, you know, but there's almost like this guilt of, well, but if I do, then it's like, no, we got to get rid of that. We got to be certain and say, look, you know, I need a little bit of time for me to cleanse. And, you know, you don't even got to explain why you need time for you. Who the fuck needs to know? Are you checking in with your mom? You know, it's like, no, I need time for me. Just a little bit. And if somebody has a problem with that, well, that'll tell you right there, you know. That'll tell you your answer right there. I want to say this before I go. Whoever is the one that's giving and giving and giving, like the first part of the message, maybe even in a relationship, the last part of the message, but whoever's been giving and giving and giving and kind of putting their dreams to the side and kind of putting their work to the side because they're always having to take care of people, okay, listen, in every single way. I almost feel like the people around them know that, like they're starting to realize at this point right now in life, damn, if I didn't have this person, if I didn't have Leo, if I didn't have Crosswatcher, if I didn't have whoever the other person is, if it's reverse, I'd really be up shit's creek without a paddle. I would be fucked. Because they're always available. They always clear their schedule. They always help me so much. They always do this. You know, if I didn't have that, I don't know what I would do. I think somebody's realizing, you know, or several people are realizing, like, if Leo ups and moves or their dreams start coming true, then they won't be able to help me or accessible for me. Or if they do this and move off somewhere and go be happy, then It's not like they don't want you to be happy, but at the same time, it would take away from you being able to help them, to be available for them. Wow. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it there. I love you so much. Thank you for being here with me, and thank you for being patient again with me. And I'll talk to you later. Bye. All right, Leo, this is not a bonus, but it is an extension to the message I just did for you. This is the second time that this has happened to me. This same situation. First, it happened with Aries. Some of you could be dealing with an Aries or a Virgo, because I keep wanting to say Virgo. But anyway, this is for Leo. I got off of Leos, did Virgos. I think I made it to Libra. Yes, I made it through Libra, and here we are again. Anyway, so there's definitely a lot of setbacks. As you can tell, I'm starting to feel better. The energy is moving along more nicely. But my God, guys, whoever's watching this video, you've definitely had setback, setback, setback. I also got it in Virgos. It feels like no sooner does the universe or God, whoever you believe in, bless you with something, but it seems like so tiny compared to all the struggles you've had to have. You know what I'm saying? It's like no sooner do you get a clearance and your energy and the momentum starts picking up, and bam, you know what I'm saying? You get knocked back down, and it's just like one thing after the next, after the next, after the next, and you're just expected to be resilient. Yeah, oh, fuck yeah. You're just expected to deal with it. You're just expected to have to keep it together, not just for you, but for everyone else involved. And it's like, at some point, I'm going to low-key either lose my faith or I'm going to low-key lose my shit. Or high-key. Either one. My God. Ugh. I can definitely... I said I got to get back on here and do a Leo message. I got to get back on here and do an extension to what I've already said. I don't know if this is setbacks in your interpersonal relationships. If it's like, I no sooner start to trust someone and then they do something that makes me be like, this is a red flag. I don't really trust this, you know? I no sooner start making money and then something comes up and I've got to pay for something else. I no sooner start to have a good day, my energy, my mood starts picking up. I start feeling good about myself and feeling like positive, you know? And then something happens to kind of just dash my dreams, you know? Let me tell you, boy, do I relate. Oh boy, do I relate. It's just, I get it, you know what I mean? And it's fucking annoying. It's like, what do you do? You guys have had to adjust. If you have not yet, you're about to have to adjust to something or many different somethings. It's like you have to. You don't really have a choice but to do these things, get them done, or to adjust to the situation. But you know it's okay if you have your breakdowns, right? You know it's okay to have moments where it's like, why does this keep happening to me? To even yell. I mean, maybe not at another person, but to just yell in general, you know, like scream therapy. Go to a rage room. That shit's fun. Break plates, not on anybody's head or anything. Not anybody's personal property, but go to like Goodwill and buy a bunch of plates. You know what I'm saying? Like, get your anger out. Take up a martial arts class or something. I mean, or just, you know, do something free. But it's exhausting, you know? You no sooner get as many people that support you and love you and have your back, and then here comes a troll that just tops the cake and tells you to kill yourself or something. You know what I mean? Like, it's just ugly, nasty, blocking, setback behavior, energy in the universe, and it's like, Jesus. Like, what do you want from me, God? Do you ever feel like that? What do you want from me? Somebody definitely has thought that, or is thinking it right now, or will be thinking it in the near future that's watching this video. Leo, cross-watcher, or another person connected to you, this is how they feel. It's constant setback, constant trials and tribulations. And the thing is, this is so fucked too, because it's somebody who tries to have like a positive outlook, no matter how much negative shit happens to them, no matter how many times they have to overcome shit on their own, or they feel like they are, all the responsibility is put on them, or just like everything never works out, you know? It's like, this is someone who naturally is built from a resilient character. Like, I try to see the good. I try to see that things happen for a reason. I try to learn the lessons and everything, but it's like at some point I'm fucking exhausted. Like, I'm tired of this shit. When are my blessings going to come? I fucking claim them. I claim my blessings. I claim my power back. I call all of it back to me. I call every single bit of it back to me. I want my fucking life back, okay? Or I don't want any more, like, roadblocks. There's something on my lip. I'm telling you, it's like this hair and I can't find it. Sorry. There we go. I found it. Did you hear that bird? Tweet, tweet. Tweedly-dee. Tweedly-dee-dee-dee. 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 Do you ever feel like you're going crazy? Yeah? Don't worry. Same. Same, sis. Brother. Whatever. You know, you just feel like you're going to lose it. But you can't, right? You can't lose it because you got to keep it together. Not just for your kids if you have kids, but grandkids, for them, for your family, for your spouse if you have a spouse, for your relationships, for everything. At work, for your employees if you're in charge of other people, for your company because you have to go to, somebody's got to work, you know, but then you can't work because then you have all these other things that come up and it's like, damned if I do and damned if I don't. Like, why am I even here? Do you ever feel like that? You know, it's almost like depression, but almost like not. The weird thing is like somebody experiences depression here, but they're not a depressed person naturally. Like, this is such a light energy, like somebody who has such a good heart, but why do they have so many trials and tribulations? What the actual fuck? Yeah, I get it. That's the message today. I had to get back on here. Do you feel that it picked up? I mean, I felt like I was gonna literally pass out earlier. I felt kind of sick. Felt sick in Virgos. I just, you know, you ever just want to just for a minute? And like, you can't break down. I mean, you can, you know, when you're in the privacy of your own home. I mean, but you're not expected to break down in front of anybody else, especially if you're at work. You're not expected to break down. You're not expected to, you know, have your moments of just, I can't handle this shit anymore. It is hard on me. Yes, it is hard. Everybody wants something from you. Everybody's pulling energy from you. Everybody needs you for something. And that's fine for the people that you love. But at some point, it's like, I don't have, like, I'm about to lose my shit, guys. Like, you know, do you ever feel like that? Like, I'm about to literally lose my shit. Like, I'm gonna need somebody to ease up off my fucking nuts a little bit. AKA the fucking universe. I'm gonna need you to throw me a bone, God. I'm gonna need you to throw me a bone. And it's okay for me to ask that of you. Everybody else is getting it, but it's like, I know that you're building my character. I get that. And boy, have you built a fucking strong ass bitch over here. Okay? You built a strong cunt. But at the end of the fucking day, I can only handle so much. And I know that you'll never put more on me than I can fucking handle, or whoever you believe in. I know that my creator, whoever your creator is, right? Because everybody believes in something different. I'm trying to be open-minded here. You know? I know that I'm not going to have anything that's not meant for me. However, I'm a spirit having a human experience, and sometimes shit gets to be a lot. And when do I have that section or portion of my life when it goes a little smoother than this? Because I feel like it's been ongoing for several years now, perhaps my whole entire fucking life. Do I get one of those? Do I get one of those? Like a you know, a smooth sailing type life? Or more than just a day or an hour, right? Like maybe a couple of years? Just enough that I can enjoy it. You know, a good breather. Not like an hour breather, but like a good fucking breather where I can have something for myself. Something. Just something, you know, something. Some of you feel like you're going crazy at times, you know. You're like shocked that you haven't lost your shit now. I don't know what's going on with the lips, guys. It's like hair, cat hair, itching. I mean, I feel a lot better than I did. There's another one. What the fuck? Is there like fucking cat hair in the air? Just, see what I'm saying? I don't even know why I put the shit on. You're just gonna take it off. There's a reason that I had to put this on. I said, nope, I got to get back on here and do an extension to Leos because it came to me again. I hope that it happens for Virgos too, because same type energy was happening in theirs where I felt like, yeah, I got the message, but I mean, like, can somebody just get me the fuck out of here? Really? This isn't what I wanted for myself. I don't know what, you know, I've tried to surrender to the fucking process, but I mean, at some point, enough is a fucking enough. Well, I hope that this second part of the message, if the first one didn't, I hope the second part resonated with some of you because I feel your pain. You're definitely not alone, even if you feel like you are. I don't know what to tell you. I don't have any advice. I guess this was just for me to connect with you because how am I able to pick up on it? Right? But do I know what to tell you as far as advice? Hell no. I don't know. What, hang on another day? Yeah, of course. I would absolutely tell you that. But I'm not gonna say it's easy. Like, I don't even know what to tell you, because same. Right? Like, I mean, you may even feel like you're not even human at times. Like, of course we're not human, but you know what I mean, where, like, I don't even know how I'm doing this mentally and emotionally, and how I haven't had a breakdown or another mental breakdown. Some of you have already had mental breakdowns. No shame in it. No fucking shame in it. Same. Some of you have been in mental hospitals. No fucking shame in it. Same. Some of you have, like, damn near been like, look, I can't handle it. It's too much. I seriously, like, I've had enough. I've had enough. And honestly, I feel like what keeps a lot of you going, especially if you have children, that's it. Maybe not even your relationship. Some of you, it is a relationship, but, you know, let's be honest. If it's children, if you have kids, it's your kids. If you have one child, it's your child. If you have nieces and nephews, your pets even keep you going. Like, I mean, without those things, you would have been like, I can't. Because at this point, I'm, like, starting to believe this is just how my life is gonna be. And I feel like, and here's the thing, I don't feel like this is a woe is me, this is I'm complaining but I'm not willing to do the work to change my situations. No, I feel like you have fucking changed. I feel like you have done the work several times over. This is what I'm saying. This is not somebody who has, like, this is somebody who carries a very light, loving, caring energy, that's resilient, that doesn't mind helping others, that doesn't mind even picking themselves up and learning from their own mistakes, taking accountability. Like, this is a good person. You are a good person. And it's like, why does an actual good person have the life that they have? Well, I don't know. I don't know. Ambulance. Some of you have wondered if God's even real. Where's my help? I'm not saying anything. I'm just picking up on somebody here. Some of you have wondered this. I mean, I can understand why. I can understand why. I'm not going to judge you for wondering that. I understand why you went through that, you know, and been like, how does certain things happen? And, you know, and you try to keep yourself humble about it too. Like, things can always get worse. I could have a worse life than I have now. I know that I can, but it is still hard because this isn't what I want for myself. Like, God knows my heart. I can read everything on manifestation all day long. I can read everything on the law of assumption, the law of attraction all day long. And it just, I get it. I no sooner get it and it's taken from me. And it's like, what in the actual fuck? I think we're going to leave this here. I think you just needed to know that somebody gets you. I get you. And I'll take the time on you. Even if I have to get back on here like I did on Aries, I did it for them. I'm going to do it for you. Well, something serious is going on out there. Damn. All right, guys, I love you so much. Hang in there. I know that that's annoying to hear. It's like when you're sad or you're having a moment and somebody's like, are you okay? It's like, can you just leave me the fuck alone? Can you just shut the fuck up? Can you just get out of here? Just get out of here. Some of you, well, I could go on yours a lot longer. I actually feel like I'm picking up on more too. Somebody could have relapsed here or feels like they know sooner. Okay, I'm getting like a heavier energy, but I'm gonna have to go in a minute. I've got to take my daughter to work. You know, like somebody who used to self-harm and then they start doing it again, or somebody who used to drink and then they stopped and then they start doing it again, or they're tempted. Somebody here who used to smoke and then they stop doing it, or they're trying really hard but then they start doing it again, because it's just like somebody's like, I don't know how to handle it. And if somebody doesn't relapse, I see somebody just wanting to sleep constantly, not because they're sick, not because of anything, but because it's just like this dark energy. It's like, that's the only way I can reset my mind, because it's just a lot. I feel like everything is on me. And I have nobody to talk to about it. No one I trust. I try talking to God about it, but the situation persists. It's just one thing after the next. I mean, I totally get it. I'm channeling you guys right now. Somebody's definitely thought these things, feels these things currently, will feel these things, think these things. All right, now I'm going to go. I love you guys so much. I guess I get you. in my own way. I get you. And if you've been watching me a while, you are well aware that I understand you in my own way. I don't know what to tell you, except for thank you for being here. And I'm here for you too. I mean, I get you. I guess that's all I can say.